Hello everyone, Death Stimulator here. Today I'm going to be bringing you guys something a little bit different. We're going to be having a look at The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Now I've wanted to bring you guys this game for quite a while, however I've had a lot of issues with recording it, mainly related to sound, getting a weird popping over it. Turns out this is related to one of the options in the game, and I've since been able to fix that up. The game was boosting the USB ports, and it was, causing us to sound a bit funny. I'll have a link to that video that I used to fix that up in the description, so if anyone's experiencing similar issues, they can go ahead and fix that up themselves. So, Binding of Isaac Rebirth is a roguelike game. You have a character, you progress through a dungeon, you collect items, and you fight bosses. And so for those not familiar with it, I'll explain a little bit as we go, and those familiar with it, well, you already know what I'm talking about. So we'll start off by playing Isaac, the default character. The plot of the story is essentially that this character is being pursued into the basement by their crazed mother, who is attempting to kill them, and as you progress through the dungeon, you will find all the horrors, some, born of psychoses, and others just larger-than-life creatures. Here's the seed to the game. It is a seeded game, so if people are up to a similar level to myself, they're able to follow along using that seed. VPPZCMBS. Alright, so we'll kick it off. Box of spiders, that's quite reasonable. However, it is a using item, so you can only have one usable item at a time. We have the D6, which lets us re-roll, which is pretty fantastic. You have a number of health, and this dictates the number of times you can be hit. Most hits early game will only take away half a heart. Late game, of course, they will take away a full heart. And we've received a damage boost from the item there, Stigmata. Alright, now, the thing we're going to try and do this game is we're going to try and get a number of deals. At the end of each floor, if you've avoided a lot of hits, you are sometimes offered the chance to have a deal with the devil. This will enable you to spend hearts to gain access to a limited pool of specific items. And we want to get those items because they're pretty solid for the most part. Anyway, we're up against the Widow. They spawn egg sacs, which spawn more aggressive spiders, and you're just trying to, and occasionally spawn spiders themselves. We're just trying to avoid getting jumped on or run into by their spider minions. That sticky area will slow us down if we walk on it, so we're trying to stay away from that as well. So this will give us a little familiar, and they'll follow us around and shoot. Hey, range up pill, excellent. So that increases the range our tiers will travel. Yes, you do fire shots, and these shots are tiers. And they can have various effects associated with them, including, more damage, of course, homing shot, that sort of thing. The familiar that we have actually shoots homing shots. Okay, so nothing much here. We didn't get any extra consumables. Consumables being money, hearts, and keys. Actually, we can go play that sacrifice room once more. So the sacrifice room is this room down here where we walk on and hurt ourselves. Hey, there we go. Gave us a golden chest. Well, we need a key to open that. We don't have any keys. Same with the shop. We aren't able to open that without a key. Hopefully we shall get some on the next floor, as to access any of the special rooms, the shop, or, say, the item room, we need keys. Oh, that was terrible. I dodged into that. Well, if you get hit on a floor, that basically reduces the deal with the devil chances for that floor quite considerably. So we probably won't get one this time around, and then we just took more damage, which is great. So, Bunny of Isaac, it's a bit of a gross game in a lot of ways, but and very gauche humour at times. But it's quite fun and usually challenging. The random aspect gives it great replayability. I mean, I've clocked probably between this and the original game, just named The Binding of Isaac, I've probably clocked 200 hours in, which is not insignificant. Gotta say naval action, which I've done numerous videos for at this point. Wrong button. I've only just recently gotten up near 200 hours, I think. The guy is not wanting to leave the safety of their... yeah, there we go. Ooh, can we... Nope. That was a mistake. I was trying to push it so it would blow up these rocks, maybe give us access to some money. No such luck there. Alright, Monstro. What does Monstro do? Monstro jumps around and occasionally spits shots at us, like that. He's joined by... Oh, that was terrible. Bit of a warm-up run, I think we'll call this one. Alright. Well, it was going fairly well, but we've spiraled out and taken a lot of damage, probably a bit on tilt at the moment. We're desperately trying to improve our performance, but of course, because we're stressing over it, we're not doing as well as we normally would. Also, first time recording an episode and talking, so that is throwing me off slightly, though I don't want to use that as an excuse. Especially when there's large gaps of silence between the words that are coming out of my mouth and the intenseness of my play. So, from a health standpoint, we're doing alright. We've got a lot of red hearts, which can be refilled by collecting more red hearts. We've gotten a little bit of a damage boost from Stigmata, but we haven't been able to access our shop or item room this turn. I'm looking for secret rooms that you can blow your way into. But yeah, no, so we haven't been able to get into that because we've had no keys. We will attempt to use this slot machine. Hey! Excellent. I'm going to blow it up, see if we can get anything extra out of it. A pill. Amnesia. Okay, well that just means we can't... We lose like our direction on the floor kind of thing. We don't have a map anymore. Speedball, so we're a bit faster. At this point, of course, in the level, we don't need to have the map. We know where we're going to get out of here. Well, movement speed's increased, which is good, and shot travel speed's increased, which is nice as well. I think it's a shot travel speed increase. Yeah, well, our bullets look like they're going a bit faster. Alright, Curse of Darkness. So everything's going to be a little dark. Hopefully it's not too dark for everyone. If it is, I'll have to look at taking steps to fix that up in post. Because I think I've got the gamma pumped up. Excuse me, I'm just going to have a look at this. Yeah, I got gamma at max because I figured that might be an issue. Occasionally you will get curses. Curses impact gameplay. Predominantly in the form of, hindering your gameplay. So, of course, it being dark makes it slightly harder to spot things. And there's other curses, such as Curse of the Lost, Curse of the Maze, which will throw you around. So you'll go through a doorway and it won't take you on to the next room. It'll take you to a different random room. We cannot dodge shots today at all. We picked up Attack Fly. Really happy to have Attack Fly. So the Attack Fly, as you can see, is hovering around us. And anytime it hits enemies, they will take damage, which is good. We don't want to necessarily use it in place of our own shots, but anytime we can kind of get both, it's a benefit, like that. Really chewed through that jumping spider. Right, bats. Bats do that. Bats charge. Don't like bats. Whew. Really feel we should have been hit there, but we got pretty lucky. What do we got? We got a pill. We're going to take the pill. Okay, we lost health. That's alright. Pills Pills are random unless you have one of the items that tells you what pills are. Pills come in, there are several types of pills that will either affect your stats or, you know, hurt you like that, or give you full health. You know, there's just quite a variety. Oh, ah dear. Not coming off this one doing too well, are we? In any case, yeah, the pills are useful. Some people don't take them, of course. There's a whole meta behind not taking them, because of course, unless you know what they do, because of course you can get negative effects. But we're really just playing this for a bit of fun, so we're not overly focused on winning. Be nice. I'm sure, like most people, I do like it when I win, but a loss is not the end of the world. Unless we get a lot more money, which we're not going to, I'm probably going to save this key for the next floor, seeing as consumables, at least of the key variety, have been limited so far. Bloat shoots out shots like that, will occasionally leap into the air. When they land, shoot out more shots. As we do, they are a very tanky enemy. As we do damage to them over time, they have 2 stages. This is their first. Their second is they will have a floating eye. And their third is they shoot out the other eye. So there are then 2 things running about. Fortunately, we have these rocks that we can hide behind to avoid shots. And we don't have to risk getting hit as much, especially today when our micro dodging's been pretty poor. Oh, that's that's not a good spot to be in. Attack fly got in there doing some serious work, which is nice. Oh, that yellow stuff there that he's dropped is quite potent. So it'll damage us if we step on it. All right, down to the next floor. Coat hanger gives us a shot speed up, so we shoot more. I'm pretty happy about that. Oh, all right. Well, we'll get used to it. We'll do better on our next run. So I'll probably look at putting a video up a day for this, just to supplement our naval action content, which will still be daily. However, it gives us something that at least will be of, I guess, different nature. I found myself wanting to do a bit of other games at times. Naval action does take quite a while to record, and I don't really want to necessarily burn out on it, we'll say. I still like the game, I enjoy it immensely, but I do not want to get sick of it, basically. I am only doing this for fun after all, and oh, Guppy's collar, nice. Gives us a chance to come back to life if we die, which I think is pretty fantastic. Leo, Stompy, yes, good. So, yes, there are, of course, the star signs, which have various effects. Leo's means we can crush rocks, stuff like that. Can be handy. And annoyingly, of course, we have Curse of Darkness again, and you can also crush poop lying around. Handy for getting away, though we have to be careful, as we don't want to destroy something we want to use as cover, if that occurs. Alright, well, we'll go through Fight the Boss, seeing as we're here. Okay. Can't remember names. I do remember this guy shoots these red poops, which will hurt us if we run into them. And even if we destroy them, they will refresh themselves eventually. And their weak point is their tail there, slightly pink section at the end. I really hope that there's a finite number of poops they can put down. Darn. Because I would not like to get hit by them. I can just imagine the screen filling up completely with poops. So one thing that I would like to get a lot more of is flat damage. You know, if it's damage with other stuff, that'd be great as well. There is a lot of damage items in the game, and ooh, that was ridiculously lucky. There's a lot of damage items in the game, and it would not be bad if the game decided to give us some. Also, I don't know, maybe a full health pill or something like that. That'd be appreciated. I must admit, I have not actually versed this enemy in a exceptionally long time. Whew. So that was much rougher than I would have liked it to be. HP up. Yeah, it's alright. Puts us back on 5 hearts, heals us fully. No, I want the map. Well, rather than push our luck, I think we'll head down to the next floor and see what we can get out of it. Also get out of that ridiculous Curse of Darkness. No, I'm not doing that for a normal chest. The rewards from a normal chest are not great. Mum's Eye, so we shoot out of the back of our head. Occasionally, it's not consistent. So as you can see, you know, it's only happening once in a while. Rocks. Rocks can hide things under them. There are, of course, tinted rocks, which... I'm going to open this as a double key room. Hey, there we go. Reroll consumables. Nice. There are tinted rocks. Tinted rocks will drop things, either a chest, spirit hearts, or chests, spirit hearts, bombs occasionally. Just to remember all the things that they drop. You usually have to have a bomb to blow them up, but of course if you have, say, something like Stompy, you can destroy them and get them that way. Which saves on bombs, if you can find other uses for those bombs. Oh, I hate fast enemies. My reflexes, especially today, are a little bit slower. Alright, zombies, zombie heads. You can only hit the brains. They're not too bad. I mean, we've got a lot of space to move, but if we were more restricted, if there were more of them, that could have been a very bad situation. Alright, skulls. Skulls, like rocks, can be destroyed. They can have things from black spirit hearts through to tarot cards. I haven't gotten any tarot cards yet. Tarot cards are kind of like pills. They fill up the same slot. You can only carry one of them by default, and they have a number of effects. There's several which will teleport you to various rooms. There are some which will teleport you, straight to the boss. Some will give you abilities. Oh, that was bad. We got very lucky there, but it was still, we shouldn't have gotten ourselves into that situation. We should have used our ability to step on rocks to run away faster. Another key, which is good. Though we are walking around with a full charge of our D6, we honestly want to get rid of that as soon as possible. And here we have the Great Mighty Poo. It's going to spawn mini poolings and just be a general frustration. I honestly don't know if those are the proper names for any of those things, but needless to say, they are amusing but frustrating to get rid of. The thing about skulls is they can occasionally spawn an enemy, a skull turret, which will hide and pop up occasionally and shoot you. Those things are basically gravity wells. They pull you in. And it looks like this is a dead end, so we have to go back. Means the boss will probably be down and across. Hopefully not too far away, otherwise we run the risk of losing our other half Spirit Heart. The more rooms that we go to. Though we seem to have warmed up a bit, we aren't taking as much stupid damage. Taking much more justified damage. Well, probably not justified. But I can't say that I'm great at the game, I just like it. Alright, ruins are these... Oh, okay. Less than useful. Ruins take up the same slot as cards and pills. And that ruin will destroy any breakable things, so pots, rocks, skulls, etc. Justice. Justice is a reasonable card. Gives us some consumables. We have 6 cents, we'll go to the shop. We'll have a look there. Yeah, alright, why not? Mum's coin purse. This gives us a selection of pills. Health down pills, a pill we do not know, which is a speed up, that's alright. And I can see forever, which will, when we are near them, reveal the location of secret rooms. Like this. And this one we fight. One of the 7 deadly sins, greed. Greed is associated with money. Greed can occasionally spawn in the shop. There is some money. So we can go back to the shop and look at maybe purchasing a Spirit Heart, because I would like the chance to get a deal, even if it is not a deal with the devil. There is also a deal with the angel as options. Whoa, okay. These ones will shoot lasers. Okay, well that worked out quite nicely. It's a little worried we might take damage just because they got a bit spread out, but we were lucky. Excellent. So, in general, what can I say? I'm going to work on attempting to get to 100% completion on the game. That will be some time away. There is unfortunately a slightly random element to the game, which is, of course, the items spawning. Well, there goes our deal chance. Just using some bombs here, see if we can make things go a little bit quicker. Oof. We are just tanking way too much damage, but we're finished up. Tears and shot speed up, that's pretty solid. Probably should have taken box of spiders right at the start, now that I think about it. Did we have box of spiders at the start and we re-rolled it into Stigmata? Yeah, that was it. Because we have not been using the D6 to decent effect. So, tears and shot speed up is essentially a damage increase. We fire more shots, we land more shots. Ultimately, resulting in more damage. However, you know, still flat damage would be better because each of our individual shots would have more impact. Ooh, that was lucky. Alright. Just a little bit more. We can get out of this hellish room. Excellent. I'm carrying the health down pill with us because if we go to 1 health, it will become a full health pill. There's a lot of secrets in the game. There's a lot of kind of hidden information. And some of it I know, a lot of it I don't. So do forgive me if there are synergies or various things that I'm unaware of. Oh, that was awful damage. Okay, can we just not get hit for 2 seconds? Oh, that was bad. Okay. Right, we're dead. That was an absolute failure, but that's our first episode. In future, I'll probably give a run before I actually record, and that way we have a bit of a warm-up, so I'm not completely garbage like that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, do let us know. As usual, it's been Death Stimulator, and if you did enjoy, please consider liking, commenting, favouriting, or subscribing, as your support does mean the world to me. I'll see you all next time.